past weekend, many celebrated Grandparents' Day, and today we're looking into potential scams that could come their way. Joining me now is Mike Harrison from the Better Business Bureau. Mike, first, what is a grandparent scam and how does it work?
Well, we call it a heartstring scam, and the reason why I say that is that scammers try and lure you in with some sort of an emotional appeal. And so in this case, what they're doing is they're calling grandparents at home, and they're actually posing as their grandkid. And they're telling them that they're in trouble. Basically, some of the excuses that they could use is maybe they're in the hospital, maybe they've been thrown in jail, they had a car wreck of some sort. And so when they call the grandparent, they say, I need your help, and they ask them to send money to them to kind of bail them out of jail or pay their hospital bills. And so they are, that's that emotional appeal. And as a grandparent, if you were to hear something like that, your natural reaction is to, I want to help my grandkid any way that I possibly can. And so basically, again, that's the emotional appeal. And so that's what lures them in. And if they wire the money to them, that money's gone, unfortunately. We all know that. And so as a grandparent, some things that you might want to do is ask them a question that only their grandkid would know. Maybe. Do
they usually say their name, their grandchild's name?
No, they don't.
Okay, so that's a kind of a sign?
Yeah, that's kind of a sign, but that's how they confuse people. And can confuse a senior in that way. But yeah, so they can ask them that type of question, or they could tell them, give me the phone number, I'll call you right back. Or they can even call another family member and say, hey, listen, I got a phone call from my grandkid, and have you heard from them, or are they in trouble? So those are some sure signs of a grandparent scam.
And why are seniors more vulnerable to this?
Well, yeah, I mean, there are several reasons for that. One is that they have a lot of time. Not all seniors do. So, if they get something in the mail or some type of an email, they're more likely to open that piece of mail and read all of it, so that opens them up to a scam. Some are just lonely. So when they get a phone call like that, they just want somebody to talk to. It's a friendly voice on the other end. But scammers, they'll talk to them as long as they need to try and steal their money. And then in other cases, seniors tend to be more trusting, and it's a generational component to it, and the fact that they grew up, they did business with a handshake, they're more compassionate, they're more trustworthy. So those are some of the reasons why they're susceptible to this scam. And
there are ways to protect your family. One of the things is to look for lifestyle changes.
Yeah, that's right. So if you see somebody become withdrawn, maybe they don't attend social events that they used to, keep an eye out for that. If they become suspicious or hide phone calls that they're making, it's okay to have that conversation with them. Sit down and ask them, what's going on, why are you doing this? And a lot of times they're just too embarrassed to say anything, and they might be afraid of losing their independence, and that's a huge deal to seniors.
And then should you review their financial statements? They need to make sure they're reviewing their financial statements?
Well, a little bit of both, but definitely look at their banking statements, credit card statements. You're looking for any suspicious activities. You can also look at any checks that they're writing. If they're to an out-of-state company, one that you may not be familiar with, you want to keep your eye on that. And again, maybe they run into a situation where they can't pay their bills all of a sudden. Sit down again with them, go through their financial information and help them out. Maybe put a plan together and help them out that way.
Okay, and then do some maybe education into this subject, these types of scams?
Yeah, that's right. Not just for seniors, but for all of us. So you can talk about those phone calls. If you're getting unsolicited phone calls, people asking for your personal information, your banking information, hang up the phone. If you have somebody coming to your door, a door-to-door salesperson using high-pressure sales tactics, it's okay to tell them no. Close the door. If you have somebody that, you're getting emails that are unsolicited, don't click on any links, go ahead and delete those. And in other situations, if it sounds too good to be true, it is. So these are all opportunities to talk to family and friends to help educate yourself so that you don't fall for these types of scams.
And then lastly, if this does happen to you, someone you love, make sure you report the call?
Yeah, that's right. Report it immediately. You can call your bank. credit card company, just to let them know that I might have been affected by a scam. You can call local law enforcement, your attorney general, but you can also call us at the Better Business Bureau. We're happy to answer any questions or concerns that you might have.
Okay. And as always, if you have any more questions or want any more information, you can contact Mike at the Better Business Bureau or head to their website. All of that information is on your screen. Mike, thanks again for joining us. And just